Yo, what's good guys? Confessias back again with another video. And can you actually profit from the CS2 Genesis Terminal? Or is it just a more boring, more expensive case? Today we're putting it to the test with 50 terminals versus 50 cases. Some math behind it, and at the end I'm giving away the biggest pool we've had so far, and the biggest pool I have ever had in my CS2 career, CS in general. So yeah, I've never pulled a knife ever, and I've probably opened more than 1,000 cases. So guys, if this tells you not to open cases, what else could it be that that just tells you that opening cases is just stupid? So this whole rabbit hole started with a blog post about the Genesis terminal, and according to that, when you open the terminal, you have 79.92% chance to get a blue, which would also be in accordance to cases as well. And among those blues, 10% are supposed to be factory new, and 20% are supposed to be minimal wear. If that was true, the Genesis terminal would actually be close to profitable. Especially because some of those blues are used to trade up into the M4A1S Liquidation, which is pretty expensive for a purple skin. And yeah, that sounded almost too good to be true, so I decided to test it. Of course, the data is not as representative as opening like 5,000 cases and 5,000 terminals. Excuse me for not having that budget. But before we start here, I just have to get something out of the way. Thank you guys. We've reached 1,000 subscribers. Huge thank you. Huge shout out to everyone who's subscribed. I don't know what to say still. It's faster than I ever would have thought in any world would be possible. The first video I uploaded was like 1 month ago, and we are already hitting 1,000 subscribers. As I said, in no world would I have ever imagined that, and so the biggest pull I've ever had in my entire CS career, I'm going to give away. Never unboxed anything better. I just want to say thank you at this point. And yeah, keep commenting, keep showing up big time, and just let me know what you want to see in the comments next. I just want to improve for you guys to see better content, and I'm very thankful for every single one of you who still tunes in and watches my videos. So the opening was in a German Discord call, and I'm going to put subtitles here, so enjoy.
Gold! Ich sag, der geht heute rein.
Der geht heute rein, sagst du?
Ja, ja, guck. Spike.
Der Name wurde gerufen.
Aber du kannst.
Das ist gezogen, es war ultra asozial. Pinkte, rot, Digga, es ging einer nach dem anderen, Digga. Nee, Philipp, nicht Tom, Philipp, Digga. Ja, safe. Und er hat halt die AK. Digga,
Crazy.
Oder was?
Das ist crazy.
Alter, da, Digga, Ben Scott direkt, Achtung, mach alles auf, was du hast.
Ja, mach alles auf.
Patrick.
Warte,
Crazy.
Das Ding ist halt, das ist ein
Alter.
Ja, Mann.
Aber steht gut.
Digga, soll jetzt mal gönnen.
Letzte Kiste, sagst du?
Ja. Ja, Timo.
So,
Ja, aber ich denke mal, du bist.
Anhörst du fuck.
Er macht einfach real.
Nee, ich höre mich voll jung an. Aber ich sehe auf dem Kopf. Oh. Öffnen.
Boah, Digga, der
und eine Finke, der.
Oh!
Ja, guck mal, der hat
Schon
eine
wieder?
Rede, Digga!
0-3. Egal für Trade-Up.
Jetzt ja.
Ey, 3 noch, dann hast du einen Trade-Up.
Ey, das ist.
Warum State ist
Oh,
immer
geil.
Battleguard, ich glaub das nicht.
Oh, die sieht trotzdem geil aus.
Ja, die
Also,
sieht
basically.
Ja,
Und noch ein
das ist
Battle.
crazy. Wie ist das?
Was
hat er gesagt?
Wir machen jetzt
Also
Content.
50
Ja, ja.
ist jetzt irgendwie nicht so repräsentativ für die Gesamtheit. Vielleicht solltest du doch
Rot,
5000 machen.
rot!
Gold.
Nein, ich mein Gold!
Glatz.
Digga, lila.
It.
Und jetzt
Nee.
nicht.
Ey,
Geht.
Nee.
Ja.
Hä, aber was kann man da gerade ziehen? Nicht geiles, ne?
Also ich
Nee,
will
nee.
tendenziell gerne XP viel bekommen dafür. Weil dann kriege ich jetzt direkt das...
Wo krieg ich die her? Ich will auch so Bildschirme haben.
Okay,
Ja.
wenn du reach Level 9, ab das hat man das
Oh, Digga, wo du Pink gerade sagst,
Oh mein
oder?
Gott, oh
Ja,
ja,
ist halt auch
geil.
mega, das ist minus.
Was ist das jetzt genau?
Aber könntest du die im Nachhinein noch koppen? Check. Klar, mit
Boah, du kannst normal die Antwort, oder nicht?
Ja, der, so übertrieben, komplett.
Ja, ich muss auch kurz fokussen, ich bin komplett im
Factory
6er Losing Streak.
33 Euro? Das laberst.
Ja.
Günstiger bekommen als 0,3 halt dann in dem Fall. Die machen das schon mit Floats. Die Rede.
Was hast du?
9,84 Euro.
Ja.
Was heißt gesperrt?
Ja.
Du kannst immer...
Hast du den
Also
Rüberhand
Handels gesperrt.
Ja.
Ja.
Wieder
Ah,
ein
scheiße.
günstiger. Viel Test. Wieder? Oh mein Gott, 0,008. Okay, das ist fun. Boah, Digga, rede mal.
Nice.
Ich verstehe immer noch nicht, kriege ich von irgendwem eine Erklärung, was
Warum
da
Whale
abgeht
One?
bei
10 Euro, Digga.
Arthur, wie funktioniert das jetzt eigentlich?
Was soll ich sagen, Digga? Für mich leid.
Dieser Sticker ist quasi first.
Kann halt, Digga, wie oft krieg ich die?
Hardcore passiert.
Oh ja, rede mal.
Oh, Alter.
Genau über sowas rede ich doch. 169?
Alter, okay, warte. Minware?
Oh mein Gott. Blue Skin.
Digga, dann muss halt vielleicht... Oh.
Stats.
Oh, Minware?
Hier wieder MW. Das war doch nicht. Ja,
Oh, da. Digga.
Oder du sagst es noch. Oder ich sag auch.
Alter.
Doch noch immer nur die MP. So to demonstrate the skin that you're going to have a chance to pull, just comment, like, and subscribe as per usual. Yeah, you are going to see how I smash the bots here. Basically, they had no chance. So yeah, let's set some rough average numbers for the video and basically do the math here if you can profit or cannot profit from the terminal. Short answer is you can't profit from the terminal. So opening one costs about 32 cents right now, 32 to 34 cents. Buying a blue minimal wear from terminal is around 13 cents, and sometimes you get it cheaper, sometimes more expensive. And the minimal wear blue sells on the market for about 36 cents. So buying them basically gives you like a good damage control. Like if you put like 32 cents for the terminal in and you buy the skin for 13 cents, you have a total of 43 cents, and then you can sell it for 36 cents minus taxes, a little bit of negative EV. But we're way better in that sense than cases where you can just hit basically a blue skin and go completely get completely ripped off by Valve in this case. So yeah, the factory new is the real profit maker here. I sadly didn't get a good skin, but I would like to make this basically with a little bit more terminals. But recording the entire footage was like 1.5 hours, and most of that was the terminals. It's absolutely not fun to open them, in my opinion. So, and in the end, you can just go to the Steam market, open, buy your favorite skin basically, and you're done. Like, you don't have to go through this entire process. So yeah, the factory new blues is where the real money sits, which is weird for a case, as like you want like a good hit. And the minimal wear full throttle, which I've pulled, was way more expensive in the terminal because it had a good flow than on the Steam market. And also on third party, you can get it even cheaper for 140 euros than 170, which I got offered. If we basically say that, okay, the original certificate, original owner certificate has something to do with it, yeah, okay, I get it. But realistically, like, if you want the skin like most people want, you're just going to buy it somewhere else. So as you can see, it's kind of a good damage control, but entirely not fun. Like if you open a case, you hit a, like for example, my 2 coverts which I've pulled, I just basically 20x'd on one roll without buying like the skin itself, without being pressured to put even more money in. So yeah, so I saw like for the data sheet which I've compiled, I saw 8 factor news, 59 minimal wares, so that's 67 in good conditions basically. The rest was like field tested to battle scarred. So among my blue skins, like 3.4% were factory new, and 24 or 25% were minimal wear. So in that case, you are still making losing money in the long term, absolutely, except for if the cases, the skins themselves rise, which I don't think is going to happen. The Genesis Terminal is probably going to be one of those cases that sits at that price point for a long time. Yeah, people are not just engaged by it, you know. So that leaves you with a loss of about 6.5 euros if you buy, like about, I've put the math, I did the math, and you lose about 6 €50 on 50 terminals if you buy every factory new and minimal wear blue that you can see. And that's without tax. With tax, it's even less, which you can do. So in the end, don't open terminals, don't open cases, just buy the skin you want is always the better play. This is the conclusion, and yeah, well, basically nothing that is new. So, guys, why would you open Genesis terminals then in the end, you might ask? Well, for one, it's pretty good XP farm actually. So for every collection that I have finished, I got 1 level. So I saw every blue skin, got 1 level. Saw every purple skins, I got 1 level. I saw every pink skin, I got 1 level. I saw every red skins, I got 1 level. So for a new account, that is pretty cool actually. If you get it dropped constantly, that's maybe the only way you can profit, because you didn't pay for the terminal upfront, but you could have also sold it. So in the end, it's not profit anyway. So, but one thing we can kind of conclude here as well is how the terminal pricing probably works. This is my theory here. So if you think about it, not a lot of people will probably buy the blue skin in the end. Which makes sense. Like if you see a blue skin in the end, you don't even look at the condition. You're like, okay, what the fuck? I don't want this. Let me roll for a red one. So it gets skipped. The price decreases. The more this happens, the price decreases even further. So in the end, this kind of is the way that the prices inside are determined. So the less people are going to buy the skins inside, obviously supply and demand here, as they've already stated. Yeah, nothing too special, as I said, but it kind of makes sense, especially with the blue ones, how the examples work here. So let me know what you think about it and what you want to see next. And also, best of luck to you guys. The winner will be drawn on the 31st of December, so basically on New Year's Eve. I'm going to give you all a little bit of time to enter the giveaway, and then I'm going to basically draw the winner. So share the message, like if you want your friends to participate in it, let them know. And have a nice day, guys. See you in my next one.